wish people saw me as more than just the nerdy girl. Babe, it's all about presentation. You gotta glow from within. How? A personality transplant? A wish upon a shooting star? No, we need to start with the basics. Confidence, posture, and then one thing that changes everything. Blackmail. No, hair. I mean, look at me. Effortless shine, bounce, radiance. My hair is more science experiment than radiance. Babe, that's where this comes in. L'Oreal Paris Elvive Glycolic Gloss. It gives you the shiniest hair of your life, enough to blind your enemies with pure luminosity. Let me see that. I can feel the power. Signs just met stunning. Thank you. Hello, I'm back, sort of. I took a little time in February because of some kind of difficult family news, just to kind of hunker down and be at home and focus on myself and family. And then also ongoing situation with family, separate to that issue, that's been going on for, a couple of years, is hopefully reaching its end and its legal end, which is, more importantly, good. So with that, I thought it would be fun to do a kind of different video, more kind of lifestyle attuned, because I think I have nice taste. And I'm always told that I smell very good. And anyone that knows me, even back to my high school days, knows that I was, while people were spraying the Axe and the Lynx, I was spraying a little Paco Rabanne, which is, coincidentally, I don't own any Paco Rabanne fragrances anymore. However, I've always been into smelling delicious. And I thought I would just discuss my favourite fragrances and get a little deeper on it. I've been on a bit of a fragrance journey in the last year or so, and I feel like my tastes have changed too. So with that, let's get into the first fragrance. So I'm just going to start off strong with my current favourite fragrance, which is the Pierre Bourdin, or Bourdin, I don't know, I'm bad. And it's the Frederic Malle Editions. And this is actually a female fragrance, but I kind of don't. There are things that lend themselves very strongly to feminine and masculine, and I feel like this it is a female fragrance, but it's not particularly girly in terms of its sweetness. I'm so almost done, but it is up there price point wise. Put a little here. Definitely in the luxury kind of end of things, but it's, as its namesake, Iris Poudre, meaning powder. It's an iris themed perfume. So it is a floral, but there is a woodiness to it that maybe brings a certain unisex quality. It is amazing. I really do enjoy powdery kind of fragrances. That kind of, it takes you back to almost like 1940s France or something. It feels like it takes you on a journey and a moment. But its main accords are powdery, iris, woody, and like a violet, and then kind of gets more into kind of a musky earthiness. I don't love sweet fragrances, but there is just an ending of sweetness, just a hint of sweetness. I'm really not into like candy sweet fragrances that you kind of get like with celebrity fragrances sometimes. If I just read you from Fragrantica, the top notes: ylang ylang, carnation,
palisander, rosewood, bergamot, orange, aldehydes, grapefruit, juniper. Middle notes: violet, lily, jasmine, rose, magnolia, orris, peach, leather, cyclamen. Base notes: iris, musk, sandalwood, vetiver, vanilla, amber, ebony, tree, cedar, and tonka.
If you like that kind of cleanness, a slight, like the aldehydes, that kind of, some people that smells soapy and they enjoy it, some people don't enjoy it. It feels like it's almost detergent-like for them. And you'll see a theme of a couple of other fragrances that have kind of an aldehyde note in it, but I like that kind of clean smelling, almost soapy moment. It kind of just feels fresh and like a bit inspiring. I'm not really into like a very evening-y fragrance, but in winter, I switch things up. Oh, I should talk about the price point. So I think for 50 ml of that, it is about £200. What is that? $230. Of 100 ml, £290, $340, I don't know, something like that. So it is up there as a luxury price point, but it does last a long time. And it's just excellent. Something a little bit more affordable is the Diptyque Geranium Odorata. And now this is where I've started to kind of progress in my fragrances, and as we're getting towards spring, I really am enjoying the greener notes. Something that's really lovely about Diptyque is they put a little picture on the back. I mean, that's the label, and then through the perfume you can see the picture here. So there's a crane in there, and the man was talking about, you know, cranes build geranium, which I happen to have a lot of in my garden, so it's kind of like a meant to be moment. Now this is very green, very floral, fresh, almost cut grass green in terms of its kind of floral note. It's not like sweet kind of false floral. It's a very real smelling floral with a bit of citrus, but it really does smell amazing. I could just have that all day in every single, I mean, I'm sure I hope they make a room fragrance of this as well, but it's amazing. Again, I'm sure as it's a floral, it's probably a female fragrance, but I feel like when things dry down, sometimes I feel like when someone smells really good, you notice them. You don't necessarily know like they're wearing a girl's fragrance or they're wearing a men's fragrance. It's just kind of, they smell good. The notes are geranium, bergamot, vetiver, pink pepper, cedar, and tonka bean. I'm just kidding. I memorized that. I'm not getting that all through my nose, but I'm learning. This was £135, maybe $150, I don't know. But it's a very green, fresh floral. I love geranium so much. I find it just such a kind of punchy, kind of vibrant, like almost like, you know, when you cut a lemon and it kind of, you see the burst of the oils and the fragrance come off of the zest. It just is a really special fragrance, and I think going into spring, it's delicious. Staying on that kind of spring floral, this is a brand, it's quite old. It's covered in the oil because this is the bath essence, Floris. And this is the rose geranium, and it's a very similar smell to that. This essence is more like an oil, and you really probably could wear it as like a fragrance oil, you know, one that kind of dries down and lasts a really long time all day. Wow. The liquid is green. I think the perfume back in the day used to be green, but they do make an eau de parfum version of this. It's extremely green and soapy smelling. Lots of aldehydes, citrus, rose, geranium, and then a little woodiness at the end to kind of soften the fragrance. And I just think for spring, it's kind of a really energizing, lovely fragrance. Kind of like opens you up and like, ah. Price point, it's definitely luxury. I mean, the bath essence, I think that's £65. It has lasted a very long time, and I'm extremely generous when I pour it into my bathtub. But I think the fragrance perfume, I think the perfume might be £220, maybe, what is that, $250, $60, something like that. But I believe these types of fragrances, they last so long, and you know, you just need like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a little on neck, like 5 spritzes each time, and it's going to really last you because the quality of the ingredients is just there. Let me know if you'd want me to do like a more kind of drugstore, affordable fragrance things. These are just the ones that I have and use most of the time. This next brand is really kind of master perfumer again, Clive Christian, and I never buy the full-size bottles because I can't bring myself to part with that price tag just yet. But this is a little travel set that does happen to be my favorite fragrances in it, that are the men's fragrances. So you get 3 lovely little bottles here. I think this is it $225 or $250? One of those price. My favorite is number 1. I mean, aren't the bottles just to die? It's heavy on the iris and powder. I smell a lot of iris in this, but it's a kind of woody, white floral, little spice, iris, citrus, and then that powderiness again that is just kind of Parisian almost. I mean, if I read you the top notes, cardamom, nutmeg, lime, paprika, artemisia, mandarin orange, grapefruit, caraway, iris, middle notes now, sorry, iris, ylang ylang, jasmine, lily of the valley, heliotrope, rose, base notes, sandalwood, amber, musk, vanilla, tonka bean, Virginia cedar, and vetiver. That's called number 1 by Clive Christian. I think on its own, for a full bottle, you're probably looking around the £600 mark. The next fragrance in this little collection is X, and this is a very evening fragrance. It's got such a woodiness that feels like very sexy evening. I'm running out of arm space. So it's quite spicy and warm. It's a little bit of a departure from where we've been. It's woody, but then there is a greenness to it, right? The hit of kind of like fresh green. And green is literally just fresh grass and kind of springness to it. I mean, I'll read the notes again. Top notes, rhubarb, pineapple, bergamot. So a little sweeter there. In the middle, iris, paprika, jasmine. And then as base, Virginia cedar, cinnamon, oak moss, amber, vetiver, styrax, French labdanum, I don't know that one, and vanilla. It's an almost leathery kind of fragrance. It almost smells like a Tuscan leather handbag in a sense, even though it's not got any leather notes in it, but to me it just reminds me of that. The last but not least is 1872. This is again quite, I think, a green kind of citrusy, fresh, spicy fragrance. It's a little floral and a little green as it dries down, but definitely aromatic and kind of fresh spices is what you get first. Its notes: petitgreen, lime, lavender, rosemary, grapefruit, bergamot, galbanum, pepper, peach, mandarin orange, that's come up a few times, pineapple, nutmeg, middle notes, clary sage, marigold, cyclamen, jasmine, freesia, Virginia cedar, this is base notes now, patchouli, musk, amber, olibanum, and French labdanum. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these things right, but I'm learning as I go. It's something that I'm just enjoying learning. If you're someone that doesn't like to smell like everyone else and you want to smell like a little bit more interesting, it's definitely something to explore. I just wanted to make a point as well at the end. I just found this bottle and I was like, oh yeah, I used to wear that. It's called Stronger With You by Emporio Armani, and I don't know why I used to wear this. And this is no shade to Armani, but it's such a sweet vanilla fragrance, and it's just to be a kind of warning that you can find fragrances that are more affordable even than this, that have better quality ingredients. I really, after smelling all of those other fragrances and then just taking a whiff of this bottle, and it's not expired, it really speaks to the quality of their ingredients, and I don't mean to be kind of shifty towards them, but ick. Like warm, ambery, vanilla fragrance that, God knows, I don't like vanilla really that much. So I don't really know why I bought that. I think originally I saw that the colour of the liquid was amber, and I was like, ooh, I was kind of attracted to the orangeness of the liquid instead of it just being like clear. Just think certain brands, you are paying for kind of their name and their marketing. You're not necessarily paying for the highest quality ingredients. Just a little note of help there. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you go on a fragrance journey. Just enjoy nice new smells. Anyway, I will be back to probably regular style videos normally. I just thought that we'd take a little bit of a left turn and explore something a little bit more lifestyle related. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this, let me know why you did. And if you didn't, let me know why you didn't. I'm down to learn.